Thank you for joining us for Pet Connect. I'm Tara Douglas. If you've been sitting around the last few days thinking, how am I going to help the animal rescue operations in this area? Well, then this segment's for you. I'm going to give you lots of different things that you can do over the next few weeks to help our area, to help a neighboring county. So I've got some great announcements to make. Now, first of all, we still are doing our dog walking event at the Sylacauga Animal Shelter every Saturday. That's 11 to 1, and we usually go a little bit over. So, oftentimes we will have an 11 to 2. So if you've got some time in that time period, please come in and help us out. I was just reading an article, my mom sent me an article from Time Magazine, and they were talking about how important it is to get exercise. We talk to our patients about that every day, and they were saying that people are 4 times more likely to get the recommended amount of exercise if they actually had a pet and actually had a dog in particular. So that's a reason to go out and adopt a dog at the shelter. But then they went further and warmed my dog walking soul and said that if you don't have a dog, go to your local shelter and walk one so that you can get all of those steps in and get all that exercise in that you need. So that's another good reason to come out, not just to make the dogs happy, but another good reason to come out with us at the Sylacauga Animal Shelter and walk these dogs. Last Saturday, we had 20 people from the community show up. It was a wonderful event. We were able to get every dog out of that shelter, and everyone left there very happy, and the dogs were all happy and slept well that evening. So join us on Saturday. But you also have another event you can attend this Saturday, the Coosa Animal Shelter. So the Coosa County Animal Shelter is ready to open. You can see their beautiful sign that they have on the side of their building. They're having an open house this Saturday. It's from 11 to 1. And they have all kinds of events going on to help raise money for their animal shelter. They have an auction, a lot of original art there, so you can come by and see that. They're giving tours of their facility. And then they also have a sign up there for volunteers, because they need volunteers just as much as we need volunteers at the Sylacauga shelter. And they also have chili, so how could you go wrong going to the shelter to tour it and get some chili? And they are in Stewartville, so at the intersection of 150 and 41. And they have the open house this Saturday, but they're not open to the public until Monday. So Monday at 10 a.m., the Coosa County Shelter will finally be open. I know Dennis and Debbie Hill and all of those volunteers that have been helping them have been working so hard over the last year, and the time has finally come. So let's go out and support them and support that neighboring county of ours so that they can have a great facility and help the dogs and the cats in Coosa County as well. Now, we mentioned that we have some other events coming up. Don't forget, we have the cheesecake sale, and that is going on right now. You've got to get your orders in by February 7th, and you will have your cheesecakes by Valentine's Day. But you've got 4 different options of cheesecakes. You've got chocolate-covered strawberries that you can get. And then this year's the first year they've done a sampler. So get those orders in. All of the proceeds go to the Feral Dogs of Avondale Mill. And as I talk about every week, the Feral Dogs of Avondale Mill is our local nonprofit that supports the Sylacauga Animal Shelter. So make sure you get those orders in, because this is a great fundraiser for our organization each year. And then in addition to that, we are going to have another cat adoption event. It's going to be February 4th at PetSense from 9 to 2. And we'll have a lot of our fosters there. We have a wonderful foster network through Feral Dogs of Avondale. And we'll have some of those kittens that have been in foster, so you can get a lot of great information about the personalities of the cats. And as always, even though I'm talking a lot about dogs and dog walking, and we're going to discuss a wonderful fundraiser we have coming up for heartworms, don't forget that we have cats too available. We have some wonderful cats at the shelter, and we always have 4 cats at PetSense available for adoption. So make sure that you stop by there when you are ready to adopt a cat, and make sure you show up February 4th if you'd like to adopt a kitten or a cat, because we're going to have lots of people there to help you figure out your new best friend in a kitty. But now let's get to the main thing that we were going to talk about today, is the I Helped a Shelter Dog's Heart fundraiser that the Feral Dogs of Avondale Mill is putting on. We are putting up donation spots in businesses around town, and I will have an updated list of businesses next week. We'll keep adding businesses. We just started it. Right now you can certainly donate at my office, Broadway Spinal Care. Cadence Bank is participating. Mutt Cuts, as always, is participating. We also have Beeswax. She's in Childersburg on Highway 280, right across from Tractor Supply. And Tractor Supply is also participating, as well as PetSense, of course. So, those are a lot of the places where you can donate. You can also donate online. You can go to the Feral Dogs of Avondale Mill and Friends of Sylacauga Animal Shelter Facebook page, and you can always donate through PayPal or Venmo on the Facebook page. But certainly support a lot of these local businesses. Trailwares is also one that's going to have a donation spot. And like I said, we have a lot of other businesses that we're slowly getting the information to. So we'll make sure to announce on our Facebook page. We'll also make sure to announce on Pet Connect next week where else you can donate, because we do have so many wonderful businesses in town that help every year. And this is a good start with the numbers that are doing it now, and you'll see a lot of places to donate. Some will have a spot where you can put money into a jar, and this little graphic we have up is a card that you can put your name on, or your dog's name, or your kid's name, or whatever you want to put on there. Some spots will have places where you can grab a card, put your name on it, donate, and they will post your name somewhere inside the facility. So this is a big deal. We have several dogs at the Sylacauga Animal Shelter that have heartworms, and we are unable to send them to rescues in other states, and we're unable to adopt them out with heartworms. So this helps give those dogs a chance. And this is Fernando. He is a sweet dog, and he has heartworms, but he has my heart there at the shelter. He was a part of a litter of 4, and the other 3 litter mates did not have heartworms, so they got to go on a rescue transport up north. And I just saw on Facebook yesterday that 2 of his siblings have already been adopted, but he had to be left behind because he had heartworms, and you can see that look on his face. I've shown that sweet dog before on the show. He needs a home, and he's a very good dog. He's getting to where he's really coming out of his shell. He was a little worried when his siblings left him, but now we take him out for walks, and he's happy to see all of us coming in, and he seems to get along with other dogs. He is a little less than a year old, so it's time to get him out of that shelter, and he hopefully will be able to start his heartworm treatment sometime in the next week or 2, and so he will definitely be ready for adoption. And we got to get that look off of his face. I read another article talking about how domesticated dogs have muscles around their eyes that wolves do not have, and so they're able to look happy or sad, and boy did he put it on us in that picture about being sad being at the shelter. So please come down and meet Fernando, and he's not the only one who will hopefully get heartworm treatment from this fundraiser, but let's find a home for these dogs, and let's get these dogs to where their hearts are healthy so that we can send them to other rescues if we don't have someone locally that can adopt them. So please come out, support in any way you can. We've got so many things going on, as I mentioned, and come out to the animal shelter here, go to the animal shelter in Coosa County. We just appreciate how much support we're getting from the community right now, and these dogs and cats really appreciate it too. So thank you so much, and we will see you next week, and we've got more Daybreak after these messages.